at this Yiga. Yiga, sorry.
Sorry, what was that?
I mispronounced the word Yiga. Look at this Yiga. Cut that one.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Hello.
Now we're starting.
Yes.
So this is the third episode of Ty and Jimmy Talk, Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda.
Yes, indeed.
I said that the wrong way around.
Doesn't matter. Everyone, you can just call it Breath of the Wild, and everyone knows what you're talking about.
Exactly. Such a beautiful game. Oh, man.
So, as always,
I've never seen it.
Whoa.
Okay, I have to admit, I've never fought this Yiga character before.
We're just jumping. Yeah, I don't think I ever have either.
Yeah.
We're just jumping right in with this one.
Right into it.
I'm being approached. Oh, nice. I got his wind cleaver.
What even is that?
Where are his bananas? I got his mighty bananas.
I love that they have bananas. Get that fox. Get him.
What does the fox say? The fox says
nothing.
Nothing because it's dead.
Fuck, you're savage.
This is my first time ever playing this game on a pro controller.
Yeah.
Which feels, I thought it was a Lionel for a second.
Oh my God.
That could have gotten a lot worse.
Have you ever taken down a Lionel?
I've taken down every single Lionel in the game.
Well, there's something almost just as bad. You got a guardian on your ass.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you just walked into the worst spot.
Oh, no.
Oh God. Oh,
yep, I'm teleporting out here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
see you later.
We should probably actually talk about the game.
Yeah.
So, yes, we are talking today about Breath of the Wild. It's not an old game, so we don't have childhood memories of it. But what are your do you have any prominent memories of this game?
Yeah, I suppose.
Or nice memories?
Yeah. So when I first played this game, it was actually on my brother's Switch. When did this game come out? 2017?
2017 it would have been.
Yeah. So
because it was a launch title when the Switch is 2017.
Yeah, true. So he got a Switch first. And I remember I think I just started my first job then. So I just remember like always coming home after work and we're just either watching him play it or me playing it. We used to have just like all the lights off in the room and just playing this really chill Zen game that is Breath of the Wild. So I think that's when I first played it. And then I didn't actually have a Switch for maybe a year. When did I get a Switch? I think I didn't get a Switch until 2018. So I didn't actually own a copy of Breath of the Wild until I think it was my birthday in 2018. So it was mostly just playing my brother's Switch and Breath of the Wild. But yeah, as you said, it's like not too many childhood memories of this game. I initially didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Controversial.
I just found it difficult.
Yeah,
and to me, because this game is a lot about exploration, and it's not. I mean, to me, it's not straightforward about what you need to do exactly. I'm also not a very smart gamer, so that doesn't really help.
That's very much the Zelda formula, though. They just since the first game, they just put you in a world and they're like, "Have fun."
Yeah, exactly.
You're
figure
like,
out
"What?"
here.
At least in this one, it does feel a little more like, "Oh, you actually know where to go," because there are missions that pop up. There's a little story going on. Whereas the original Zelda, you just get dropped in a world and you're like,
"All right,
cool. I'll just walk left, I guess."
Yeah, and that's cool in its own right. Yeah, but I couldn't get into it initially.
Yeah,
but I think I played it for a tiny bit and then I stopped playing it for maybe a couple months or so.
Yeah, okay.
Then I came back to it and then I started getting into it and started doing all the shrines and all of that. And like, okay, I like this game. I can see why people like it. And I just got obsessed with doing the shrines. I haven't beaten this game. And I think you haven't.
I haven't either.
You've collected you did all the shrines.
I've done every shrine. I've only got 10 side missions left.
Yeah.
And I've checked like lists against it. These are the final 10 missions in the game that I haven't done.
Damn.
I haven't done the expansion memories.
Yeah.
The 5 other memories that you get from the Champions Ballad DLC, and I haven't beat Ganon.
Yeah. I haven't beat Ganon.
Those are the only things I haven't done. But I've poured hundreds of hours into this game.
There's just so many hours you can waste just like running around, doing shrines, doing small quests and all that. I think I just spent most of my time doing that. And I think I only just recently did the last Divine Beast, the electric one. I can't remember.
The camel?
Yeah, the camel.
Wow, that was the first one I did.
Oh, really? What was your order of beast?
I did the camel, the elephant, the bird, then the lizard.
Nice.
I can't Can't remember their names.
No. I think I did the elephant first. I think no, I was gonna say that's the first one they did on Game Grumps, but I think
No,
they
they
did
did the camel first, which
Yeah.
is why that was the first one
Yeah.
I did, because I watched most of their playthrough before I ever played it myself.
Yeah, that's such a good playthrough.
Such a good playthrough.
But yes, I did the elephant and the lizard, which is my favorite.
See that? Yeah, that was the one I just was putting off forever.
Yeah, it's actually I think it's the easiest.
It is the
one out
easiest
of
one,
all
but
of them.
doing all of the Gerudo stuff, I'm sorry, all the Goron stuff
Yeah.
beforehand took some time. But
Yeah, I actually found the Gerudo stuff to be a bit more annoying.
the Gerudo
than
stuff was pretty annoying, which I think is why I wanted to get out of the way first.
Yeah, just getting the annoying stuff out of the way. So yeah, I did lizard, and then I think I did the eagle, and then
Oh, yeah.
the camel. But like that was stretched over many years. Like I think I did the elephant and the lizard in my first year of playing. Then I did the eagle like only last year.
Yeah,
And
true.
then the camel might have been this year.
Wow.
So it's been a very slow playthrough. But like for me, Breath of the Wild, well, since I started playing, it's just been more of a game for me just to relax to.
Yeah.
I'm not as concerned with beating it. I just like if I really need to relax and chill, this is what I'll do. I'll just roam around, do shrines and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think the reason I haven't gone to fight Ganon yet is purely because I know what
Oh, another one.
is purely because I know that once you defeat him, you just get sent back to the set. You know, you just reload your save state before you beat him
Yeah.
anyway.
Like all Zeldas, pretty much. Hey,
Yeah.
I think that's kind of, I guess, all the memories I sort of have or associate with the game. What
Yeah.
about yourself?
I yeah, so yeah, the Switch came out in 2017 in March or May, I think. Like
I think
early.
it was definitely March.
Yeah, March of 2017. So I was in my final year of my bachelor's degree at that point,
Nice.
and I didn't buy a Switch right away.
Yeah.
I waited, and I bought it in October of that year.
A long wait.
The same week. Yeah, I waited a couple of months.
Yeah.
I bought it in October that year, and it was a present to myself for graduating, for submitting my
Yeah.
final piece of assessment for my
Yeah.
first degree. So I bought it, and it was the same week that Mario Odyssey came out,
Oh,
and
true.
also the same week that they announced Metroid Prime 4, which was
That's 4 years ago.
I
now.
oh, don't even start me. Yeah, so I've had my Switch for 4 years this month.
Oh, there you go.
Probably almost to the bloody day.
True.
Yeah, so I've had my Switch for 4 years now, and I said to myself, I'll buy a Switch the day they announced Metroid Prime 4, and
Yeah.
they announced it the same week Odyssey came out, and the same week I submitted my final assessment for my bachelor's degree.
That's perfect.
So I bought it, and I bought
Yeah.
Mario Kart on the same day. I played through Odyssey 100%
Yeah.
by the end of the year,
Yeah.
and yeah, and that was essentially my intro to it. I
Yeah.
didn't buy Breath of the Wild until Boxing Day of 2018, so like a whole year and a bit I owned my Switch and didn't own Breath
really?
of the Wild,
Damn.
purely because I wanted to finish Mario Odyssey 100% before I picked up Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to play some more Mario Kart. I had a couple of other games that I picked up. Like I picked up like Binding of Isaac and just
Yeah.
like a couple of other rando games.
Yeah.
I wanted to actually get some mileage out of it outside of Zelda because I knew as soon as I got this
Yeah.
game, it would be the only thing I
You'd be
played,
playing it for ages.
which
yeah.
was correct because, I've had this game for almost 3 years and I still haven't beaten it, but
No.
not through lack of not playing it. I play this
Yeah.
game all the time.
I mean, you've essentially beat it. You've done all the shrines.
I've
and
done
most of the
everything
quests.
except beat the final
Yeah.
boss. Yeah.
I feel like that it can count, but like if it just puts you back to the save point before the boss, then
Exactly.
I'd say
yeah.
that kind of counts.
The day they give us a release date for Breath of the Wild 2,
Oh my god!
I'll defeat Ganon the day before
Yeah.
number 2 comes out.
Yeah, you
No, I'll
have to.
defeat him the day of before I put in number 2.
Yeah, no, you'll defeat him right before you go out and buy it.
Exactly.
Yeah, or you defeat it whilst you're in a line, like
Yeah,
at
to
a
take it
midnight
with me
launch.
to EB
yeah.
Games. Yeah.
Nice.
Honestly, yeah. So I'm in no rush to finish it because
yeah,
similar to what you said, this is very much just a game I pop on to relax with. I'm not keen to boot it up and like have to go in and fight Ganon right away. Like even now, I'm just
Nice.
running around. I'm exploring the world. I've put in hundreds of hours to this game,
Yeah.
and I'm still finding Koroks I've never seen. I opened some chests before that I haven't ever opened.
Yeah.
Like there are still things in this game that
Yeah.
I'm finding.
this game is so massive. I was about to say I've never seen this area before. Is this near the?
This is literally so. There's Zora's Domain up there.
Yeah.
This is literally right at the bottom of Zora's Domain.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this area either, which is why I've just gotten a Korok from here.
Yeah, it looks so nice.
Yeah, we were just commenting before about how beautiful the game looks because I'm running it's a 4K TV and I'm running the 4K HDMI cable into it, which is a new setup for me. I used to play it on a tiny little TV.
Yeah, it's definitely the nicest I've ever seen Breath of the Wild being played.
It just looks stunning and it's running at such high like such high speed and
and you're using your Pro controller as well, so it feels so good to play as well.
Yeah, it feels really nice with the Pro controller. One thing I have to adjust to with the Pro controller is I'm one of the Switch players who prefers the Joy-Cons one in either hand, and I like sit on the couch with my arms spread out. I'm not holding them into position like a regular controller. Or using any grips or anything. I'm just laying on the couch with my arms like spread out.
Yeah, just
like I'm being crucified. And hold a controller in each hand.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have to find one of these for the mission that I'm on right now, I think.
What's these? What is it?
So it's a Zora. I want to say poneglyph because I've been watching One Piece again. I don't know what it is actually. It's like a Zora piece of art or something.
Zora thingamajig.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've poured many hours into this game and still haven't beaten it 100%, but I'm still deeply in love with it.
Yeah,
I think it might be one of the best games I've ever played in my life.
Oh, for sure, without a doubt. And I wouldn't have said that originally when I first started playing it, but as I played it more and more, it's just so good. And it's such a beautiful game as well. It's just surprising. Like every time I think of this and then I think of Pokemon Legends Arceus, I'm like, why doesn't that game look as good as this? Because Pokemon's one of the biggest. I think it is the biggest.
I think it is the biggest franchise in the world. Yeah.
How can you not?
Other than Mario, I guess. But
like, how can they not make something look at least
the same company too?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man.
Such a beautiful game, and that's definitely one of my highlights of this. Especially like when you first, boot up this game, you start a new file, and you just walk out of I guess the cave of
the Shrine of Resurrection.
And you just walk out onto that cliff and you just see everything. You're like, oh my God, this game looks amazing.
I've often thought about restarting this game. But I don't think I could. I restarted my Animal Crossing recently after putting a similar amount of hours into it, but in the same year. And I restarted that, but that was difficult. But I don't think I could ever restart this game.
I think it's harder to restart Animal Crossing just because like, you make so much you have to put in so much time and effort into it to make progress. It's like,
and there are definitely some
do that again.
Definitely some moments in Breath of the Wild where the thought of having to do certain areas again makes me want to die.
Yeah.
Whereas some areas I'm like, God, I wish I could do this mission again, or I wish I could do this thing again for the first time.
Yeah, exactly. And go find all the shrines again.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful looking map.
120 shrines. That's all of them. And so as a result, I have fully upgraded hearts and fully upgraded stamina.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny because I think one of the first times I was talking to you, you were telling me that you had just completed this game. You just got 120 shrines. I'm like, sick. This guy's awesome.
I made an event about it. I was on my Instagram story. I sat down one night. It was about like 7 p.m. or something. And I was like, right, 12. I have 13 shrines left.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to do them all right now. And so I sat down. I think I stayed up until about 2 a.m.
Nice.
I had to look up the last 5 or 6. I knew where some were because I had markers, but I had to look up the last like 5 or 6 because I couldn't find them. And they were in places that one of them was like, you roll a snowball down a hill, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, I would have never.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably would have found it eventually, but I just wanted to get it done.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of like ties in like with some of the things we've said in previous episodes. Like, imagine not having the internet.
I can't imagine having a game like this. Yeah.
Trying to figure it out. Like, I mean, you could have a guide, but out. And just like not being able to watch videos of them like doing or finding the shrine or.
Yeah, or like especially, there are 900 and something Korok seeds in this game.
Insane.
Unbelievable.
You've already got 112. That's pretty solid.
112 is a really small number considering I feel as though I've already scoured the whole map. Yeah. And I'm like 800 short. Like,
It's insane.
I don't understand. Where are you?
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, you've been all over the map because obviously you've done all the shrines.
Yeah,
You
like
would've thought
if you look at my
more.
heroes path mode,
Oh, true.
like I've been, there are areas like this one here I haven't been into, but yeah, like
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
do you have the DLC?
No,
It's a DLC
yeah,
thing.
okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. It lets you, it just lets you see where you've been.
Yeah, and
pretty
you can
much.
actually like you can go like back and forwards, and it shows you like you can move the marker around, and it shows you where you've been.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. It still shows like where you haven't been. It's like a decent
Yeah.
amount.
Good way of seeing what parts of the map you haven't been to, or what parts of the map you've spent a lot of time in.
Yeah.
Which, like, again, like the features in this game are just, it's incredible.
Let's say that kind of segues into the good features of this game. So obviously the graphics are bloody amazing.
Just stunning, just absolutely stunning.
Yeah, and I love how you have to acquire items and stuff in this game, and the fact that they're not, you can't have them forever. They break. You have to consistently be resourceful. As is like really cool aspect of exploration to the game.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
And I really like that. It's freaking sweet.
I can't think of another game that is even similar to this.
No, none at all. I was about to say Skyrim, but not really.
Not really,
I
no.
don't think your weapons break in that game from memory. I wouldn't know.
I put many hours into Skyrim, but I haven't thought about it in a very long time.
No, not at all. But yeah, I was gonna say as well, there's so much variety
Oh yeah,
in
100%.
this. Especially with just like all the areas and stuff like that. Although, like the main beasts, this probably goes into like a negative, at least a negative for me about the game. It's like, do you like that they're all kind of the same, like aesthetic wise?
Yeah, I think it's a smart idea to have the 4 main dungeons be similar. I wish they were slightly like they were differentiated more.
Yeah.
Because they do kind of blend. Like obviously like you remember the certain things like on the eagle you like tilt it, and the elephant I think the elephant is where you tumble. It's like it's in 3 segments and like and you tumble it around.
Yeah.
The camel the elephant you do its trunk.
Yeah,
The
that's
elephant
right.
and the water.
And the camel.
The camel you spin around. Yeah.
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 Yeah, they definitely have key mechanics of how you.
I like the mechanics, but I do wish they were a little more like easy to differentiate.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of like the same sort of thing with shrines as well. I mean, it's obviously harder to make it. Everyone unique,
I actually liked. I think every shrine felt unique to me.
Yeah.
Maybe not all 120, but like
No.
a good like 90% of them.
Yeah.
I
So
was
a lot
like,
of them are like the strength, like shrines or something.
Yeah,
You just have to
there's
battle
like the test
one.
of strength.
Yeah.
And anytime I'd walk into one and I'd see a major test of strength, I'm like, nope.
Like nope.
I'd mark
fuck
it on
this.
the map and then leave and come back when I got like some more guardian weapons.
Yeah, exactly.
Which took me a long time to realize that guardian weapons are the best thing against guardians.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't realize. I haven't gotten any guardian. Oh, actually, no, that's a lie. I have good guardian items, but I don't think I ever got like any really good one.
Yeah.
Probably because I didn't do the major strength ones.
Well,
or
yeah,
the major
you get the
strength
really
ones.
good weapons from the major
Yeah.
strength ones.
Yeah, like imagine you get like stronger versions of the axes and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
imagine. Have you been in this area yet?
No, I have no idea where I am right now.
Oh shit! You have to like
Oh,
use
I don't
the.
know. Maybe it's
Sorry for people
yeah,
listening to this.
we're talking about it.
Yeah, so we just found like this entrance that's been blocked by boulders, and neither of us have
I'm
seen
gonna
before.
see what happens there. I reckon it's not going to do anything. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, what's in here?
I wonder if it's just another Korok seed.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh shit!
Whoa.
Uh,
Taking
oh,
all
yeah.
of these, an Edge
Yeah.
of Duality, a golden bow, like,
That's
whoa.
amazing. That just adds to your point of just like there's so much stuff we still haven't
So, yeah,
found. You just
literally-
stumbled upon this.
So I just found like a treasure room in a mountain face.
Yeah.
So yeah, like exactly bringing it home beautifully to what I was saying before. I've put in so many hundreds of hours into this game, and yet I booted up, I warp to a random shrine, I just roam around, and I find more Koroks, I find weapons, I find treasure, like
Yeah.
unbelievable.
That's awesome.
Oh, I'm so glad that happened
Yeah.
now, like while we're
And
talking
we have it
about
on,
this.
and we got the gameplay actually recording it. So
Yeah.
people who see this on YouTube or wherever it's going to be.
Our Patreon.
On our Patreon, yeah.
We need to stop joking about the Patreon.
No, that's going to happen at some point.
Oh, yeah.
But we wouldn't do that here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other positives. I mean, there's so many positives.
I think one other hello. I think one other big positive for me is the fact that the world is so large, but at no point does it feel empty. Because think of a game like Shadow of the Colossus. Like the point of that game is that the world is empty.
It's supposed to be empty.
It's supposed to be empty, but
you've seen that John. Sorry,
yeah,
that John video.
Yes. It's supposed to be empty, but at the same time, like I feel like a game like Breath of the Wild, it needs to be vibrant. It needs to be full, and there is a worry. There was always a worry when they said they were making a game of this size. Like, oh no, like will it feel like Shadow of the Colossus and just be empty and not be fun to roam around? But like I'm in the desert and I'm still seeing enemies around. I'm still seeing animals and creatures, and there are bugs flying past me, and just everything is so full and vibrant.
Yeah,
and
there's a shrine in the background as well. I mean, you already got it, but
the draw distance in this game is another thing that I just adore. Like you can see everything from everywhere. Absolutely. I can look up into the sky from anywhere and like see the bird flying around.
Yeah.
You know, like you can look up at any mountain and see the divine beasts after you've captured them. It's just incredible.
In most places you see, you can go there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, most of the time. And like I think the choice of like colors especially is really good as well. Like with the shrines and the towers, like the bright and orange, you can see them no matter where you are.
Yeah, orange if it's not done, blue if it is done. And it ties in nicely with the designs of the Guardians, and it's all just I mean, all of what we're saying is not new.
No,
this is all, this game is 4.5 years old now. So
exactly.
Very much repeating the things that other people have said. But at the same time, I'm never going to stop praising this game. Like,
no, it's very hard to think of a negative for this one. It's just so solid.
The negative is it's too open.
I was about to say, like, I mean, because it's the title I said, we're in the desert now. And obviously there's so much in it, but at the same time, at least in this area, there's not too much. And especially if you're just walking around and don't have a horse, it's kind of hard to traverse around this area.
Fun fact, I played this entire game without ever using a horse once.
Damn.
But
I mean, to be fair, I only just got a horse as well.
Yeah, but the horse that I did capture was the giant horse. That is now my horse.
Yeah, nice.
And I also have, if I blow my whistle. What?
That's a killer. Isn't able to come.
But I have the ancient saddle on it. It should.
It does that just make it be able to join you wherever you
spawn,
are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me go back somewhere mainland.
Yeah.
Wow, that did really not prove my point well.
But also another cool thing is the fast travel.
The fast travel is, my God, I can't imagine this game without fast travel.
It would suck. I mean, it's such an obvious thing to have in this game, but
in a map
it's
of
still
this
awesome.
size, you need fast travel.
Yeah, exactly. It's still good, and like having all of the shrines like near key places as well.
Yeah,
especially like the shrines near the ferries. I think there are shrines around every. There he is. There he is. Oh gosh, is that with the?
No, sorry.
DLC?
The saddle is with the ancient stuff. Sorry, I lied to you. I don't have the giant horse. This is the royal family's horse.
That's probably cooler.
So this is the white horse that belongs to the royal family of Hyrule.
Nice. How do you get it?
It's just a mission. You capture it for a side quest.
Yeah, cool. Oh gosh, I remember doing this mission. Like this quest around here to get the shrine.
Yeah.
So annoying. I'm still trying to think if there are any negatives about this game, except, possibly repetition with like shrine design or the beast design or just
Honestly, yeah, and they're just such
yeah.
minor things, and
Yeah.
every single one that we've brought up, we've said here's a negative, but then we've gone, oh nah, and we've like
Yeah.
backtracked it slightly,
Yeah.
which I think says a lot. Like I don't think there are any other games I've ever played where it's just a purely positive experience, except
Yeah.
maybe Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
But even then, like that game has a few things that annoyed me,
Yeah,
like a
exactly.
little bit.
Yeah. I mean,
And Breath of the
no
Wild
game's perfect.
certainly has things that annoy me sometimes,
Oh,
like
bloody oath.
like
Trying to climb a cliff when it's raining.
that's fine though, but like
It's like it makes sense, but it still sucks.
certainly has things that annoy me from time to time, but
Yeah.
it's never anything that's going to ruin my experience with
Yeah.
the game.
I've got another question for you.
Yeah.
Do you prefer this over Mario Odyssey? That's a loaded question.
That's a very loaded question. I think that both games have their merits in different ways.
Yeah.
Mario Odyssey is just a collectathon. It's you go to the worlds, you collect the moons. It's very linear.
Yeah.
It's very linear, but at the same time you can travel between the worlds.
Yeah.
But there's obviously a clear story. Whereas Zelda, you can boot up the game and go straight from the Shrine of Resurrection to Ganon.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll lose, but
I think that's what most speedrunners do. It's like
you just
the quickest time.
pick up a
is
few
just-
weapons
yeah.
on the way and
go
hope
defeat
for the
Ganon.
best. Yeah. I think plus they're very different. Both games are for very different vibes. Like
Yeah.
Mario Odyssey is a lot more. I find it a lot more intense, whereas I find this game way less intense. Like I pop this on to chill out, whereas Mario Odyssey or any Mario game really, I
Yeah.
pop in to like play through. It's fun, but I pop it in to actually play it. Whereas this, I pop it in to just like hang out.
Yeah,
you know?
just chill, just
Yeah.
relaxing. Yeah.
That's a very hard question. What
Yeah.
do you think?
I think for me it just comes to personal preference. It's Mario Odyssey, but just because 3D platformers and collectathons are my favorite.
Oh, of
obviously,
course, yeah.
From chats about Mario 64 and Banjo, so I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I naturally gravitate towards that kind of game.
And that's
And
fair.
To me, I personally prefer like a lot of variety in terms of, like environments and worlds and stuff. Obviously, I really appreciate Breath of the Wild because it's such a cohesive world. But at the same time, for me, I just like that's how I remember a game more. The like specific worlds that I can remember.
Yeah, so like in 64, you have the paintings, Banjo Kazooie, you
Yeah.
have all the paintings.
Yeah.
Or
the jigs,
the jiggies, yeah. Yeah, whereas Breath of the Wild is just one big uniform world. You can run from one end to the other and back again, and
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
And so I think that's just purely personal preference. That's probably why I like Mario 64 and Galaxy more than Sunshine.
yeah, it's fair.
Sunshine is more of a cohesive kind of world, but it's not. It doesn't have like special, unique levels and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. So that's just purely me. But yeah, I love both games for different reasons. They're both just as good as each other.
Yeah,
I just personally prefer the
I think
Odyssey.
Odyssey. I remember playing it. I think I talked about this on the 64 episode
Yeah.
that it actually made me cry like tears of happiness.
Oh yeah,
It was wonderful.
yeah, and that's when I'm doing the New Donk City.
Yeah, the New Donk City one.
Yeah.
Whereas this game hasn't given me such an emotional response.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like the amount of times I've just like sat back and gone, "Holy shit!"
Yeah,
Like, or just some exclamation of like, "I can't believe that I exist at the same time as this game."
yeah, exactly. You get to be alive for such an amazing game that's now set the standard.
In the same way that like people who were around when like the original Zelda and original Mario
Oh.
came out on the NES, like.
Imagine.
I feel that way, but about this game.
Yeah,
Also, I'm about to
exactly.
get a Blood Moon,
Oh,
which is a
God.
really interesting mechanic in this game.
Yeah.
The idea that like you're in this big world, you can kill all the enemies, everything can die, but then like
They'll come
once a
back.
month they all come back, and it's like, oh damn.
Yeah, like
Yeah. The worst part is that the Lionels come back.
yeah, which is
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's kind of interesting because in such a massive game like this, I think I kind of expect that the enemies would respawn.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not going to come back to that area for a while. The game is just so big.
yeah. Of
But
course.
I mean, I think the whole Blood Moon thing is pretty cool, but like, I mean, I don't know if it was totally necessary or not. But
Yeah.
that's just me. Who is this guy?
Oh,
I've never seen
this
it.
is the Monster Man. I forgot his name.
He looked like the mask seller from Majora's Mask, and I forgot his name, in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah,
When I
yeah.
first saw
From
like his backpack and shit.
From Majora's Mask.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um,
Damn.
yeah. So when you kill monsters, you get monster parts.
Yeah.
You can exchange them to him for a currency called Mon.
Oh, cool.
And you can spend it on things like, for instance, this Dark Link armor.
Yeah. I saw that, and that looks sick.
One of my favorite things about this game has been collecting all of the armor. I have 4 pages of armor.
Yeah.
I have the original, the Cap of the Wild, the whole Breath of the Wild outfit. My favorite though is the Tingle outfit. Love me, my boy Tingle. Actually, no, I lie to you. My favorite is actually the Phantom Ganon armor.
Oh, cool. I didn't know this was in the game.
The Phantom Ganon armor is amazing.
That's awesome.
The Link the Night Link, so you move faster at nighttime.
Oh, cool.
They all have set bonuses too,
Yeah.
which is just amazing. Then you get Midna's helmet, which gives you Guardian resistance. The Phantom helmet, which gives you an attack boost, and also there's a whole Phantom armor and the Phantom Hourglass.
Yeah.
Ravio's
Cool.
hood.
I didn't know that
Xanth's
all of
helmet.
this stuff was in it. That's
A lot of
sick.
this is DLC stuff.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
The Royal Guard armor.
Now, what you have to do, you wear Tingle's pants but no shirt.
Oh
Is
yeah,
that possible? Nice. There we go.
Tingle.
Looking sexy.
Oh yeah,
Tingle's never looked so handsome.
I hate Tingle.
He was annoying.
I
Majora's
love
Mask.
him, but I hate him.
I have a love-hate relationship with
I'm
Tingle.
gonna unequip all of my weapons.
Yeah,
and I'm
and all
just
of your armor. No, okay. Oh, look at him go! Again, I apologize for people just listening to this.
Yeah,
Spotify
we
or
need to
whatever.
figure out a nice middle ground of like, whoa, look at how pretty this game is. Remembering that we're doing an audio format.
Yeah, but I mean, more likely than not, you've probably played this game.
Yeah, and
I
you've
assume.
definitely seen Tingle shirtless. So,
Yeah, exactly.
I want to say Chuck Tingle. You'll know who Chuck Tingle is?
No.
Oh, what? I'll have to show you some of his book. He's an author.
Yeah.
I'll have to show you some of his book titles later. They're excellent.
Nice. What's it? I was about to say like Rule 40. Is it Rule 44?
34.
34 for Tingle. I don't think I want to go there.
Yeah. So audience, you have some homework. You have to
Yeah.
Google Rule 34 Tingle.
Yeah. See what happens.
And if you don't know what any of that means, good. Google it anyway.
Yeah. You're in for a treat.
Especially if you're at work or if you're at school.
Yeah.
If you're
Where there's people around.
please make sure you invite as many people to look up Rule 34
Yeah.
Tingle with you as possible.
Invite all your friends.
I'm getting a tingle thinking about
I'm getting a half tingle right now.
Oh no.
I hate that.
God damn.
Gosh.
Is that a good place to leave things?
I think final thoughts.
Yeah, final thoughts. If you haven't played this game, then what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah.
If you don't own a Switch, what's wrong with you? This is
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think this is my favorite console ever released.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that they're bringing out 64 games on it, and
Oh my god.
I really, if they bring out GameCube games on this system,
Surely.
it will be like, I can't think of a better system.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my boy. Oh, I don't have no weapons equipped because
No.
I'm just
Yeah, 'cause
shirtless.
it's shirtless
I'm
Tingle.
just shirtless
Just
Tingle.
walking through the wilderness with what
This guy's like, help me, and I'm like, nope.
He's just walking past. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
I feel a tingle. My
Yeah.
tingle sense is tingling.
I would definitely. What your tingle sense?
My tingle sense is tingling.
Nice. Yeah, I think
Ooh.
get a Switch just for this game and Mario Odyssey.
I mean, there are so many brilliant games, but
Yeah,
get a
exactly.
Switch just for this game
Yeah, for sure. Or
and Mario Odyssey.
if you want something a bit cheaper, I think Wii U. It's on the Wii U as well.
Please don't buy a
but
Wii U for this
Don't
game.
do that.
First of all, the amount of money you need to spend on a Wii U anyway.
Yeah.
Just buy a
Oh
Switch.
god. Hey, it's a dragon.
What? Where?
Just there.
Oh, it's your boy.
Damn. Apparently, if you shoot it, something.
You can shoot teeth, scales, and claws off of them.
Oh,
I in my inventory currently. I have teeth, scale, and claws from every single
Nice.
dragon. I believe.
That's nice.
Yeah, they're Yeah, so there's the shard of his fang,
Oh,
the
cool.
scale, the claw. Yeah,
You get really cool armor from that or something?
You need them to make certain upgrades and elixirs, I think.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, and you can just shoot them as many times as you like. There's no limit as far as I've found so far. There's no limit on how many times you can shoot them and collect those items.
Damn, son. I've always like found the fire dragon, but like he's obviously on fire.
Yeah.
I always just end up.
My favorite is have you freed the ice dragon from the top of the mountain?
No.
Oh, that is one of the best quests in the game.
I didn't know that was a thing you could do.
Oh man, I'll have to show you.
Also, I didn't know this guy existed.
Yeah, it's a Stalnox.
Oh,
he's a Hinox, but he's the Stal version.
The skeleton guy.
The skeletal Hinox.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's easy to beat.
Yeah.
Your dog is easy to kill.
Yeah. I think I can't really think of any other.
I don't think there's very much else to say.
This is just amazing.
This has just been Ty and Jimmy talk. The same things that people have been saying about this game for the past 4.5 years, but we say it in 2021.
That's all right. I think it's such an awesome game with so many people saying the same sort of things. It's having a good impact. I like to say, oh gosh, you are close to that dragon.
Yeah, and if you get close, see all the wind that's coming up around him.
And just sort of fly around and keep shooting him.
Wahoo!
Wahoo!
Wahoo! As Chris Pratt will say.
Oh my god! I don't know whether to be excited for that or not.
We'll see.
Yeah, we shall see. And with that, I think we shall end. This
thank
episode.
you all so much for tuning in once again.
Yeah,
and we'll see you all in the next one.
one.
Indeed.
Awesome. Bye.